afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Toad TV. I am Mary Beth.
I'm Helen.
And we are the creative hands and minds behind Toad Hollow, where we dye yarn and make bags. And boy, did you guys buy bags. I said to Helen this morning after I woke up to several messages, the name of this podcast, or this episode, is going to be, and now we have 70 bags. Because you guys just snatched up whatever was left of that fabric. So thank you very, very much for everybody who bought some of the bags, the library bags. We really, really appreciate it. So thank you. All right. We only have one real question.
Okay.
Amy Mickelson says her pattern from Heaven and Earth suggests 25 count Ada. She's having a heck of a time finding it. Plus the stitch count, with the stitch count, the size of the cloth, it'll be about 33 by 43 inches. Do you think change up to a different stitch count per inch?
I tried to find the 25 count.
Sorry, I was at 12.
I was trying to find it on 1, 2, 3 stitch. They were out of it. And then I was just thinking that because they call for 25 count to do 1/1 stitch, so I just opted to go with 16 count Ada. I know it's going to be a slightly bigger piece than the 25 count, but my eyes will thank me, I think.
Also, you are doing a smaller one. I'm pretty sure Amy's is full size.
Yeah, and the other thing is all the 25 counts that I saw, because there were some that I could buy, but the thing was they were 50-50, or they were a cotton nylon blend.
Okay.
And I wanted a cotton fabric. I like the feel of a cotton fabric. I don't want the stiffness of a nylon blend. So that's kind of, that was another factor as to why I went with the Ada.
Okay.
So, I mean, if you do the 16 count Ada, it is going to be bigger because the 25 count is over 1, not over 2.
Right.
So you just have to figure that in. But if you go to yarntree.com, they have a cross stitch calculator where they will tell you how big a fabric you need.
Right, you put in the count and everything and how many stitches by how many stitches, and they will tell you.
Right.
Also, I would suggest getting in touch with a local needlework store if you don't have one, because somebody said that they don't have anybody nearby. There are local needle shops. They may be able to, if you need a really big piece, a local yarn store or a local needle store may be the best place to go to actually get it, because they can cut it to the right size for you.
Yeah. So if you don't have one by you, just find one, anywhere.
Online.
Because I'm pretty sure that if they're open and answering the telephone, they will ship it anywhere.
Yeah.
They're desperate for business, so.
Okay. All right. So that was the only thing that I had as far as questions and comments. I do want to say that you guys are a horrible influence. Susan. Look what I dug out. And look what I just bought. I had to get it on Kindle because they said that the library bound one was $103, and I'm not paying $103 for an ice cream book, even if it is Ben & Jerry's. So I got it for the Kindle. We're gonna make ice cream.
Yeah.
Not today because we don't have any milk or cream.
I was gonna say now all we have to do is in COVID-19 New Jersey, go find some milk.
Piece of cake.
This is our quest for the week. I need milk. Not to, feed my children or anything. I need to make ice cream.
I need to make ice cream. I mean, come on. All right. So the other thing was, yesterday Helen showed you her Mrs. Weasley sweater, and I told you that I would find mine and tell you the saga. So this is my Mrs. Weasley sweater.
What are you dropping?
I have no idea.
Well, Drew thinks it's food. Or maybe it is some kind of food she's eating.
All right, so this is my Mrs. Weasley. I was pretty much done.
I was gonna say you're much further along than I thought. I thought you had like a little bolero.
No, I'm pretty much done. It's got a hole here from where somebody may have bitten it.
What? Oh, did Drew got into it?
We went to, I think it was New Jersey Sheep and Wool. That's a really good darning needle. I'm going to put that in my pocket so I don't lose that.
Oh yeah, so put that in your back pocket so you sit
It's
on it and it
plastic.
punctures your butt.
Yeah, it's plastic. It's going to break. My butt is much stronger than a needle.
But squishy.
All right, so we were in New Jersey Sheep and Wool one year, and it may have been the first year we were doing it. We came back, and
Drew had been knitting for
Drew had been knitting. This was out on the floor, and it's unusual because she's usually very, very
oh
good.
my god, these dogs are so good. They only ever play with their own toys. It's
and
just
those
there was a
are my
stress level.
minis.
So it went back in the bag for 4 years. So think it about its sins.
I mean,
And to see if Drew would take it out and untangle it.
Know what to do with it.
So now what are you
Also-
going to do? Are you going to just put it back in the bag?
No, I don't know. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. It's so not me.
But you know what it is when we started it, we didn't know anything.
Well, it wasn't only that.
And it was like it's like when we started cross stitching, we bought all the cross stitch patterns.
right.
So we got all the minis and we did mini swaps and we just grabbed minis and we didn't think about putting colors together or anything like that. So if I ever got this idea again, it would be a very
Different looking
curated
sweater. Yeah.
sweater and none of this hodgepodge. It's
Yeah.
gonna be, colors I like. Because, the color that Drew bit through, is that this one?
The yellow, the neon yellow.
This is just...
I put it in whenever I do
here's another
any
one.
kind of swaps. I don't like neon. It's just one of those things. I do not like neon. There are several neon colors in the sweater. Also, you guys have seen the sweaters that I've knit or I am knitting. I am very light. I go very pastel-y. I go blending in. I do not do blacks at all. I don't do very darks or overly bright. Okay, so I am not sure what I am going to do with this. I really don't know.
Dusting.
Dusting?
Mm-hmm. That's right.
I don't know.
You cut it up and make a pillow.
I don't want it in a sweater. I don't want it in a pillow either. I don't know what I'm going to do.
It's going to go back in the bag, and 4 years from now, we'll be like, oh, look, it's the Mrs. Weasley sweater.
Podcasting every day, we kind of run out of things to talk about. So, and since we didn't get any real stitching or knitting time yesterday, we don't even have anything to show you. So, what we've decided to do is I found some interesting questions that interviewers ask interviewees at jobs. They're like job interview questions. And I thought, I'm going to ask Helen, we're going to do it that every day or so, we're going to ask a question and give our answers, and then we'd love to see what you guys have to say as well. But these are some really interesting questions. They're not completely far out. Okay. So, this was asked by Trader Joe's. They say it's a ridiculous and silly question, but more than anything else, it's intended to loosen the candidate up and see a glimpse of their personality. So, what do you think of garden gnomes?
Okay.
So here you go. What do you think of garden gnomes?
Depends on the gnome.
Okay.
Like the kitschy gnomes, I don't really like.
Okay.
Our garden gnome, I'm kind of fond of.
Who's our garden gnome?
We have a gnome holding a lantern.
Oh, him. Yeah. No, he's very cool.
I should go out and take a picture and put him on the podcast.
Okay. We actually have a story about our gnome. We do have a gnome that sits outside, and he used to hold a lantern.
Concrete.
Yes. And after Hurricane Sandy, was it? I think it was Sandy. Was John down here? No, he wasn't down here for it. It was after something else. It was after the fire.
Yeah.
It was after the fire. It disappeared. And my brother John was down here working as a bartender. And he put the word out. He's like, somebody stole my mother's gnome and I want it back. And within a day, it was back. And that thing is heavy.
Yeah.
So it's not like somebody stole it on a whim and thought, oh, no, I don't want this anymore. I'm going to bring it back out of the goodness of my heart. No, you had to work to bring it back.
You had to work to take it.
Yeah, but after the fire, that's what it was.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's what it was. So there are more people down here, and people are walking by with dogs, and it's going to take us a little while to get used to it, but
We will never get used to it.
they are not happy. All right, so anyway, for the most part, I find garden gnomes creepy, and I'd rather not have them. They always look evil. I don't know what it is.
Well, that's the kitschy ones. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
It's like the kitschy ones.
I'm trying to think if there are any good ones.
Yeah, no, and I love garden. I love my garden. I love my garden statues. I don't have a ton of them.
But we do have some.
I always want
more.
Yeah. And I love the idea of having the garden where you walk through and then it's like, oh, look what's peeking through the flowers. But I don't think it would ever be a gnome because, yeah, they're kind of...
No, we always go... I have a statue...
But wasn't there an episode of Supernatural where the gnomes...
I'm pretty sure there was. Because that's happened. Everything's happened on Supernatural, let's be real. I have a statue of Saint...
Francis.
No, mine is not Saint Francis. Mine is... Oh... He's the patron saint of laborers, I think. I'll have to look it up and see. But my mom bought it for my dad, and then I think I got a job or something, and she brought it over to me. He's also exceedingly heavy. My brother John hates to move him when he helps us move.
He comes... Wherever he lands off the truck, each time we move is his placement for that particular location.
He has come with us every single move, and I mean that's been 1, 2, 3, 6 moves he's come.
Okay,
that's a lot of moves for something that weighs like 75 pounds.
Yeah.
So I have a statue that is a patron saint of something, and then we have our rabbits. We have the fairies. We love the fairies. We have some frogs and toads because you have to. But yeah, we tend to go rabbits.
Yeah, and animals.
Yeah. God bless you. I don't have any dogs, mainly because I just have the real thing. All right, so...
why improve upon it? You cannot improve upon perfection.
Right. All right, so let us know in the comments what your thoughts are on garden gnomes and what kind of garden statues you have in your garden, if you have a garden. Oh, this has been kind of choppy. We apologize.
We had lots of barking.
And, just not obviously being on the same wavelength today. I'm thinking one thing, Helen's thinking something else. It's been crazy. So we want to say we hope you have a lovely evening.
Yes.
We will see you tomorrow, I think.
Oh, somebody did ask how long we've been podcasting every day.
Oh, that's right. Somebody did ask that. We started...
6 weeks ago. We're in our 6th week.
We are in our 6th week. Did we start right away?
We did.
All right, 6 weeks ago. And I think we've only missed
like
twice.
2 days, yeah.
I think we've only missed 2 days. And we've been doing this fairly steadily. So there you go. You're welcome, world. Okay? All right. Have a great evening, everybody.
Yes.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Have a good one.